Hello everyone, my name is Alifwadia Pramesti Mulyarasati. I'm from University of Sylhet, Department of Agribusiness. Today I will present about food security of paddy farm households based on the proportion of food expenditure and energy consumption in Jogorogo Ngawi. The importance of food for the fulfillment of nutrition for every human being is useful in supporting our activities and our health. On the other hand, the population growth rate increases followed by an increase in food demand, which must be balanced with food availability, so it can support the achievement of food security. The food security of an area can be determined by using FCI such as availability, affordability, and food consumption. One of the regencies known as the National Food Buffer is Ngawi because in 2019 it is the second paddy producer in East Java and the sixth in Indonesia in 2020. Seen from the availability subsystem, the production of food commodities experiences surplus in every year. Seen from the food consumption subsystem, in Ngawi, the average energy consumption has exceeded the RDA, but the number of cases of malnourished toddlers in Jogorogo were 7 cases. It ranked third in Ngawi. Food security at the regional doesn't guarantee food security at household level. This fact encourages the need for research on food security. The aims of this research are to determine the condition of food security of paddy farm households. The second is know the relationship between food expenditure and energy consumption. Before we know about food security, we have to calculate about the proportion of food expenditure and energy consumption. This research was carried out purposefully from January to February 2021 in Jogorogo. The number of respondents based on the solvent formula was 87 respondents. The respondents were paddy farm households belonging to 6 farmer crops in Jogorogo, which were taken using proportional certified random sampling. The name of the respondents was chosen randomly by lottery. The analysis methods consist of calculating PFE, and the second is how much food consumption is consumed by households, and then the level of nutrition consumption. The food security of households is divided into 4 categories. The first is food security, the second vulnerable household, the third is less secure household, and the last is food insecurity. In correlation tests, we know about significance value. If significant value is smaller than 0.05, then HO is rejected. If significant value is greater than 0.05, then HO is accepted. The strength of the relationship and direction variable can be seen in correlation coefficient. The next is results. We can see from the table that the average total household expenditure per month is 2,224,506, and the proportion of food expenditure is 58.81%, higher than the proportion of non-food expenditure. The higher the proportion of food expenditure, the lower the level of household welfare in accordance with Engel's law, which states that the proportion of total expenditure allocated to food will decrease with increasing income. The next is about food consumption. From the table, we know about the average individual energy and protein consumption is still below the RDA because most of the respondents' actual energy consumption and protein consumption is still below or has not reached the RDA. Next, about the level of nutritional consumption. From the diagram, we can see that the medium category households are the largest, while the good categories are the least, is 17.20% in the level of energy consumption, while the deficit and less category household is 29.90% are largest, while the good categories are the least in the level of protein consumption. The difference in the categories of LNC for each household is due to differences in the type of food, the quantity of food consumed by each household, and household components such as gender and age. And the next is about food security. Vulnerable food households have the largest percentage, is about 32.2%. It means that PFE is high and the level of energy consumption is fulfilled. Followed by food insecurity household is 28.7%. It means that PFE is high and the level of energy consumption has not been met. And next, food security household is 28.7%. It means that the proportion of food expenditure is low and the level of energy consumption is met. And the last food household is 10.3%. It means that PFE is low and the level of energy consumption has not been met. And the next is about correlation test. The significant value in the correlation test is 0.0, so the decision is to reject HO. This shows that there is a significant relationship between food expenditure and energy consumption in paddy farm households in Jogorogo. The second is the resulting correlation coefficient value is 0.925. It is included in category of a very strong relationship. The value of the correlation coefficient is positive, which means it has an unidirectional relationship. The next is conclusions. There are four conclusions. The first is the proportion of food expenditure is higher than non-food expenditure. The second, the average household energy and protein consumption is still low when compared to the average RDA of the respondent's household. The third, food expenditure has a very strong relationship with energy consumption with an directional relationship. The last, the condition of food security of the respondent's household is still dominated by food insecure households. Thank you.